It's really not very difficult to see why the coastline and beaches are very popular with people for a wide variety of reasons, such as recreation. And it's not surprising that before the end of the 20th century, when we had over 6 billion people on planet Earth, that over 50% of those were living within 60 kilometers of the coastline. And indeed, by 2025, we believe that there'll be more people living at the coast than were alive in 1990. Now, that's all very well and good, but you can see that some areas of the coastline are being quite heavily developed by populations for various reasons, whether it's industry, or for exploitation, or indeed for recreation. And indeed, in locations like this, at the Gold Coast, south of Brisbane in Queensland, Australia, we can see that recreational users have really come to use this coast quite in a pressured way. And we can see that the coastline has been very heavily developed with tourist facilities all along the coastline. Now we'll just have a quick look and sweep the coastline so you can actually see the type of development that has taken place. Now, one thing is very clear from looking at this coastline is that the development has occurred at the coast, and in some cases actually on the dune systems behind the beach, which of course is great for users in terms of access to the beach. They can come straight out of their hotels and straight onto the beach. But of course that puts them in a very, very vulnerable condition in terms of hazards from the sea, such as storms and tsunami, that might batter this coastline. And indeed, only a few months ago here on the Gold Coast, in May 2009, it suffered some unseasonal storms, which brought heavy storm waves to the beach, coupled with enormously high tides, which resulted in a lot of erosion right here on the beach. And indeed, the dunes that backed the beach were severely eroded or scarped during that event, and they still exist today, you know, several weeks later. And we can have a look at those just here. There's a very good example. Indeed, some parts of this coastline, property and adjacent to the coast was eroded away, and several people lost their backyards, and hotels lost their front lawns, and so on. So it's quite an event. And that just indicates that these coastlines, heavily populated, heavily developed, are vulnerable to coastal erosion and other coastal hazard events. Now, that may occur quite seldomly in the past, but we've confronted with the possibility of global warming and rising sea levels, and more importantly for coasts like this, an increase in the frequency and magnitude of storms and hurricanes and cyclones and so on. And it's those types of events which could bring those sort of erosive, high energy conditions to the coast more frequently, cause more damage, and make it more vulnerable to live on coastlines.